Here on CoastLife, we know that you love capturing all of the beautiful Delmarva Coast just as much as we do. So to tell us a little bit more about how you can capture it even better, about some of the most beautiful photos, we have Tyler Smiley. That is his real name. Tyler Smiley, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Of course. So you're very artistic, you're very talented. Can you just tell the viewers a little bit about what you'd like to do?
Yeah, so the way I describe my photography is, I'm just trying to show people the world through my camera lens. I like to say that, everybody who's into photography, whether it's me or some of my friends who are into it as well, we each have our own unique perspectives, our own unique touches. So even though around here a lot of us are shooting a lot of the same stuff, whether it's the lighthouses or Dewey Beach, Rehoboth Beach, whatever it may be, we all have our own way of, capturing that and our own way of finding just different angles for them.
Sure, definitely.
And I know you sent us a lot of pictures of birds.
Yes.
I mean, the shorebirds, the wetlands on Delmarva, I mean, it really attracts a diverse species of birds. So what are some of your favorite birds to shoot, or what is it about birds that you like shooting so much?
So some of my favorite birds to shoot are actually sanderlings. They're those little birds that you see down on the beach. They run up to the waves, and then as soon as the next one comes in, they run away. I like photographing them, and they're kind of challenging because of how fast they move. Oh, sure. I never had any idea how many birds there were on Delmarva. It's at one point I checked because it's always changing because it's such a hot spot for like migratory bird species. So at one point I checked and it was 195 different types of birds, but then I checked a couple weeks later and it was up to like 216. So it's always changing.
Yeah. Ooh, how many types of birds do you think you've gotten pictures of? So
far this year, I think I'm at 100. I'm right around 120.
Whoa. That's impressive.
A lot of birds.
Yeah. Yes.
Is there one bird or that you got that you were so excited about, or like that you're trying for?
So I can answer that both ways, actually.
Okay.
The bird that I'm most happy to have photographed was, I just recently got it. It's a cattle egret. So they are most usually found in open spaces. As the name suggests, cattle egret, they like to be around like cows and horses and that kind of stuff. They have a very symbiotic relationship with those types of animals. So I actually just recently captured that down at Assateague Island with some of the horses. And then as far as one that I would like to capture, I just got a tip on it this morning. There's sandhill cranes up at Bombay Hook. Yes. Very, very large bird, really awesome bright red head. I got a picture of one in Florida a couple years ago, but to get one up here would be really exciting. Yeah,
Bombay Hook is a really great spot for some of those migratory birds. I know that the spoonbills sometimes come through there too.
Yep.
Okay. Are you gonna like run out after this and go try to get that photo?
I'm not.
Okay.
But I guess maybe for people who are interested in picking up photography or specifically with birds, can you share maybe some of the good locations or good hotspots, or maybe even just how patient do you have to be to get that shot?
Yeah, so some of my favorite places to go for birds are obviously Bombay Hook and Assateague Island. Prime Hook is also a very good spot. And I've also found Gordon's Pond in Cape Henlopen's a good spot.
Yeah, perfect.
And as far as getting the shot, you just got to be really patient. One thing that I hear a lot of people say, like these really big wildlife photographers that have like millions of followers and everything, they say, oh, you've got to go out and you've got to envision the shot you want. And to a degree, yes, I agree with that. But it's not going to work every time. Right, sure. Birds have wings, foxes have legs, they move around.
Can't direct them.
You can't direct them. So, envision the shot, yes, but just understand that you're not going to get it on the first try.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? What are we going to see?
Good question. Hopefully some more birds.
Yeah,
and I mean, next year, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next year. I was thinking about maybe lighthouses of the East Coast, or maybe even staying with something local.
Perfect. Yeah. Great. Well, can't wait to see the rest of the birds you capture and whatever else you capture on the Delmarva Coast. It's going to be beautiful, no matter what it is.
For sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for being here and telling us more about it.
Yeah, no problem.
Great. So we'll see you in just a little bit. We're going to let Tyler go. We're going to let you go just for a minute. We'll be right back.